really relate to that a lot. So I'm going to share some poems about someone who filled that gap in like needing love, to be loved and all that. So this is in memory of Celta, who died the same year I met her, but she's still part of me. Another place, another time, another life. We used to walk hand in hand at the Botanical Gardens in Athens, Georgia, following the paths. This was my escape, my other life. And what I felt is hard to put into words, but I can say that this sustained me. The feelings remained and existed throughout the upcoming week until I could see her again a week later. We lived in different cities. I lived with abusive parents. I suppose I chose this. I was an adult. What I felt just to hold her hand or be held or hold in my arms, perhaps there was something else that I'm leaving out. Maybe it has to do with love, her love or mine, both. I don't know, maybe because I had not known love for anyone at all, ever before, or from anyone at all, ever before I was 24. Maybe I really didn't believe that someone could love me or be so interested in me. These days during the past few years, I seem to have needed something more than just a touch, to feel anything as intense. And most importantly, it's not intensity that matters, but the overall mood and mindset of the friendship and what that gave me. That is what matters. We were just friends, but I kind of like fell in love anyways, and it was just more than platonic, but not much more. Where the love was. They said you were an angry woman, but where was your anger at me? Could you be so angry at the whole world, but not at me? Not ever? We had only a year. I guess that has something to do with love, our love. I kept waiting for that anger to turn on me, for me to do something to provoke anger. Yet I only seemed to see your smiles at me. That's where love was. And what about the I love yous we exchanged? I never heard those words or said those words so many times. I never felt so inspired to say that, to say I love you so much up until then. That's where love was. Or maybe it was in certain snapshot memories. The time we sat in the park, I was sharing a story from my past, a not so fascinating story, and looking up, I noticed your eyes, captivated, hypnotized, transfixed upon me. I still remember this decades later, along with so much more. That's what love was, or is. Finally, it was in all the tears I shed after I heard you died. I never cried before that. Actually, the love is in all the memories and the knowledge that you are always a part of me, and I a part of you, and there's comfort in that. I guess love isn't just a place long ago. And the last one is the swing. I brought that to Wilmington when I first had the courage to read poetry. I was going to be a therapist, and I knew I had to be center of attention. And so then I had my friend look at it and cross out all kinds of stuff. So I just got down to this. So we've gone with a friend of Celta's, and okay, so the swing. 3 of us are walking in a small field. The girl I loved, myself, and her friend that we'd come to visit. We came upon a swing, and as I remember it, I'm in front of her, pushing her gently away, knowing she would return. It wasn't the way her hair was caught in the sunlight in front of me. It wasn't the smooth, the calming, undulating movement of the swing. It was what happened at that moment, for a moment there, looking into each other's eyes, for how long I don't know, half a minute or 10 minutes, and everything else faded from our awareness. After so many years, decades, I still remember this moment. That's what love is.